Hi there, hope you're having a good day. Welcome back to another video. So just a few days ago, this new Hall of Fame colorway of the Waveway 10 released on their official site. I was attracted by its color tone at first. It's got a nice shade of brown, coffee and cream, would create for some fine wine, you name it. The attention to details on this pair and that golded level of performance. Man, let's talk about this thing of beauty, drainer of money. As usual, I'll leave the link to get these in the description. For the low top Waveway 10, they recently brought back two colorways as well. I haven't heard anything about other restocks for the mid top. So for now, I'm assuming this is the last colorway on the 10s before the 11 comes out. Regular versus low top, to me, are really identical. Only tiny differences based on the material used for different colorways. But for better ankle support, this is it. A couple of details to highlight. So I immediately took these out of the box as soon as the package arrived and just started playing in them. Sometimes as sneakerheads, we could just sit there and stare at the shoe in hand for a while, but I just couldn't wait. And then after the first sesh, I thought it was blood for a sec. Looking at the back section of the midsole, especially on the medial side, it's actually a beautiful brown marble finish. The logo part is suede this time. Upper feels smooth. Details about the Hall of Fame 2023 theme extends to the outsole, lace clip, pull tab, tongue, inner side of the tongue too, and a little bit of gold. Just adds an elegant feeling to the shoe. Part of what makes this model stand out from previous versions is the reduced weight. So this pair, US size 11, comes in at 420 grams. Yeah, that's what I'm very curious about on the next model, which should release soon. Weight and breathability. None of those were close to being an issue on these guys. These are so good. Now, performance-wise, a big reason why this shoe is goated, I think a lot of people could agree. I mean, it's easily one of the bounciest shoes out there. The cushioning setup is full-length boom. Full-length boom is also goated, like in the past 2 years. Some other tech can turn out very differently on different models, like Adidas Bounce, Nike React, even Fresh Foam from New Balance, but boom is consistently responsive. Never too stiff. The foam also absorbs impact well enough. Adding the carbon fiber plate that goes pretty much full length, it gives you a very nice spring effect on feet. So really, really bouncy. You can be a fast and explosive guard, a big who likes to attack the basket a lot, or a casual player like myself with man boobs. This midsole setup is bouncy enough, comfortable enough too. Traction, another impeccable aspect of the Wild 10. Nothing has changed on this new colorway. Same circular pattern. A layer of dust will build up over time if you're like me who usually play on dusty courts. Performance though was never affected by a bit based on my experience. It's a fairly easy wipe, super loud and squeaky. Squeak can be a good indicator for the grip. Some shoes that don't squeak also have great traction, but when it gets to this type of a squeak, I'm sure most of us can trust this also. You can get to a hard and complete stop any court condition really. Personally, I've just never used any of my pairs outdoors, so I can't comment too much on the durability for outdoor use. But if any of you have, you are a warrior, and please give us some feedback. Fit, I would strongly recommend most people to go up a half size to be safe. I've seen numerous comments in the past saying that, oh, I should have gone up a half size. True to size still works, but it just might be too tight and too snug for a lot of people. Not so waifu friendly, to be honest. Medium to slightly narrow width, especially in the midfoot area. Toe box stretches out more. So some of these pairs I've had for almost 2 years. They're always gonna be super hard to put on. So you're gonna have to loosen up a couple eyelets each time. At the same time, it also ensures a very secure lockdown. It's not one of those shoes that have a lot of dead space inside, so your feet can be moving around from time to time. Like some Hardens in the past are great performers, but lockdown could be an issue on the Hardens. Not these. Stability and support are decent, and yeah, if we're nitpicking, we're judging by the smallest margins between the regular version and the low top. These will give you better ankle support. Altogether, aside from the price, I really can't spot a weakness. Also, it isn't like a shoe that does nothing wrong. It's a shoe that does everything right. Some Chinese brand hoop shoes, I've criticized them for the nasty pricing recently. Like those Gammas, the fuck is even that? But if performance hoop shoes had a Hall of Fame, this would be automatically inducted into it. And it's a rare case where I think the price can be justified by its performance. All right, so that's about it for all I wanted to cover with this release. If you were to ask me, I think this is not only our last chance to get the 10 before the 11 comes out, but it's also the best colorway made on the best performer in recent years. As always, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you agree or disagree with what I said? Please feel free to share your experience with the Wild 10 or Wild 10 Low down in the comments. Type down the word latte if you stayed until the end so I know who you are. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.